Welcome back, guys, to the final episode of Season 1 for the Sistas Council podcast. This episode is sponsored by none other than Fidelity Wealth Group. They help families build wealth and legacy through financial planning. If you or anybody you know is ready to build your legacy, check out the description below. Now, come on, guys, let's get into this episode. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Sistas Council podcast. I'm so happy we are here, guys. This is episode 6 of season 1. Can you believe we're here? I'm so grateful, guys, for everybody that has joined me. I'm grateful for my team. Grateful, guys. We're here. I'm grateful for my guest today. I can't wait to introduce you guys to my family that came to do this episode with me. Some of you may know this guy that is sitting here. I've known him I want to say almost all my life, at least since I was maybe 6 years old. You guys may know this guy right here to my left right here from a little viral video that hit over 23 million views. I know him as my big brother. Some of y'all know him as Malik. Some of y'all know him as True. Some of y'all know him as Streets. I've known him as Malik all my life. This is Malik, my big brother. Give it up for him, y'all. Thank you so much for being here, my brother.
You're welcome, sis.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're going to do this here together. We family. We're going to have a great conversation and give it up for his wife. This is my sis. This is Diamond. Thank you so much for being here, sis. I appreciate you so much for answering the call.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
Anything for you.
Anything. I appreciate it so much. There was a little viral video. You guys may have seen it. My brother and his son went viral having a moment and father-son. It was just a moment in their family. It wasn't meant to go viral. They wasn't looking for something to do. Like, hey, this is just my brother being his brother. Himself, not his brother. My brother being himself. And it went viral. Yes. But the story starts way before that. That was just a part that y'all saw. It was such a story before that. And they're here to tell that story, right? We're going to talk about how we got there, right? So the story begins with you two. That's what the people don't know, right? The story begins with you guys. So why don't y'all talk about how you guys got here?
Well, it's been a journey. It's definitely, my story. It's wholeheartedly the journey. Transitions through, everything I went through in life or whatever in the home. This is my wife. This is my compromise. This is my peace. So being with her and growing and developing and maturing and making different sacrifices was really like, I needed someone to keep me rooted.
Well, I want to know, okay, so how did you guys meet? Let's start there. How did y'all meet?
Did that. You did that.
I mean, what we doing?
Okay, let's go.
You want to go to where you at. Okay, we all know you grown. We have growth. Okay, we grown. Yeah. Okay, you in a mature relationship. Y'all been married for 12 years. Happy anniversary. You guys had an anniversary. But let's not, okay, you giving us we beautiful. No, I said, how did you guys get here? That's what I asked you.
No, you said how did we meet?
Okay, no, but my first question to you was, how did y'all get here?
Right.
And you went to where you at. I understand you got growth, but I understand who Malik was. I said, how did you get here? This the Sistas Council, bro. I'm gonna need, come on, we gonna talk. Y'all saw my cars back there, right? Like, y'all saw one of them cars, so we gonna talk. What we doing?
Okay, so let's take it from the beginning. What we doing? All right, because everybody has a past. Everybody has a past, and we're here on the Sistas Council, and I feel as though that my sister is the only person that I would give this story to on this type of platform. So being as though that I chose to do this on this platform, I'm going to give it to you raw, okay? So uncut, no editing. This is what it is. Okay, so I met my husband at a strip club. So that's where I met my husband. Okay, so yes, he was in love with a stripper. Okay.
Okay, so
okay.
Yep.
That-
Yeah, before.
Way before,
way before it was popular.
way before it was
Way
popular.
before it was
Before the
popular.
polls.
Okay.
Before the polls or
Okay,
whatever.
let's
Excuse me, I wouldn't even
go.
call myself a stripper. I would call myself an exotic dancer. That's what I was at the
different-
time.
talk
So there was a
to us.
difference,
Okay.
okay? So I was an exotic dancer, and he happened to walk into the club that I was in,
And he fell in
he
love.
fell in love, and
On site.
on site, yeah, on site, he fell in love, and that was that. So at the end of the day, that's what happened. And, we just made history from there. It was love at first sight, and we just pushed on from there. So that's what happened.
There was some ups and downs and bumps and bruises and stuff.
Yes,
People had to grow up, and there was some separations and some getting
Yes, it
back
was.
together and some
Yes.
stuff, right? Because life was life in
Life was
between
life.
all of that.
Yes, it was. Life was life. And
Well, I was the streets. So,
Okay, because
yeah,
okay,
easy
so-
as it was.
Okay, so I know, right? Because
You don't.
that's why I didn't understand, and that's crazy, right? Because I knew both of you doing different parts of my life when we used to be outside. Because the reality of the situation is, we all used to be outside. We used to be outside. We was outside.
Right.
We was outside.
Yes.
We was outside before outside was popular.
Yes.
Clock that.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I know who my brother is. I know the work you used to put in, right? I done seen some things.
Yeah.
I done seen some things. Okay. So I'm knowing both of you during different stages of our life and knowing how each one of y'all got down with me and for me in different stages of my life. Because here's the crazy thing, guys. I knew her as well, right? Like, Malik is my brother, right? But I knew Diamond through a whole nother stage of life. Like, that was crazy. So I knew both of them. And I had no idea that they knew each other and they were dating. I had no idea.
We
I
was
thought
married.
that,
We was married back then.
Yes,
Nobody
tell it.
knew.
We was married back then.
Tell it.
No,
Yes, we was married back then because that's how he was. It's my wife.
I don't know about that though,
Yeah.
cause I saw somebody else. She was in a relationship, and it wasn't you.
Well, that was just the
A term.
facade.
Yeah.
That was a facade. We had certain rules that we went by.
I mean, everybody has their moments.
We
So
had
they go
certain
through.
rules.
They go through their
I'm
thing.
different. I'm built different. You know that. So we had certain rules.
What?
Yeah. It was just that.
What the? I don't know.
You want to say it?
What that mean?
You want to say it? You want to say it? Say it.
Well, good.
You want to say it?
I didn't mean to come here and give out all this information.
I mean, what that mean though? What that mean?
Because it was the rule. The rules was when I wasn't with him and we was going through our ups and downs, and I wasn't with him or whatever the case may be. I was only allowed to be with the other people that I wanted to be with, which were females.
Oh, okay. Because I wasn't gonna be the one to say it. I was
waiting for me. So females.
I did not set it up to say it. I asked them.
You was with somebody. It wasn't you.
It wasn't my tea.
You only know me, Sharonda, to be with females, but it was okay for me to be with females because that was something that was.
So that's what I'm saying.
Females. So
Okay,
that's so there.
Okay, so
All right.
okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna clock that. So
Yeah,
what
okay.
I'm saying, the reason I said that, right, is because I was trying to understand when I said that, when I knew you from a whole different walk of life. I'm saying like that. I'm like, I didn't know you to be with a man. Like, that's why okay. But long story short, you guys got together. That's a whole nother episode. Oh my God.
We could keep that one.
Tell you something.
You know what I mean? How many series you gonna do this?
The point of the matter, and the
We
point
have
of the matter
this-
is when me and my husband broke off for as long as we broke off, we ended up getting back together. As we got back together, my husband at that time was incarcerated when we got back together. While we were broken apart, I did break the rule. Okay. And I did have a relationship and I had a child. Okay. During that time, I had that child. And when my husband found out about it, he wasn't pleased or anything like that. But he was like, when I come home, I want you. I want to be with you. I want us to get married again, everything. Let everybody come see, rings on the finger. I do. That's what
Okay.
I want.
Yes.
Like, are you sure? And he said, yes. And at that time or whatever, I wasn't with my son's father. So I let him know, like, this is my son, this is what it is, whatever. He accepted him wholeheartedly. He
Okay.
was like, that's my son.
Right.
From
As he should.
from the beginning, he said, that's my son. So,
I remember because we talked about that. We talked about that, and I remember you guys being very close and you guys spending a lot of time together, and you guys were bonding, and I do recall that. I remember you spent a lot of time with him, and um and then I remember you got pregnant with your beautiful. I remember you got pregnant with beautiful, and then it seemed like from talking to you, things started to change a little bit. Like
Yes.
things started to change.
because of the fact that I have Romelo already. He's deeply and my husband deeply in love with Romelo. That was his son, treated him like his son, everything. You're gonna tell me who different. But then when I had his biological child, which is beautiful, when I had her, it's like
My boo boo, how cutie so.
it was like
She's a beautiful little thing. Beautiful. Hold on, beautiful. What's her Instagram? What's beautiful's Instagram?
the real little Miss Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, you guys, you should see her. She is, oh my God. You just eat her up. Little chocolate baby doll. Okay, go ahead.
And so when his daughter came, it was just like everything was done. Like he was so in love with his daughter, and he didn't show it right away, but as the time went on, you could see him slightly like pulling a little bit away from Romelo, not giving him as much as attention.
Okay,
Stuff like that. But that's because she was the baby. So I felt as though that was I'm like, she's a baby, she's gonna get more attention. It is what it is. But Romelo started showing, let me try to say like feminine tendencies. Okay. He started showing feminine tendencies. So that's something that my husband, coming back home as a Muslim man, he was not into. He didn't like it. And every time Romelo slightly did anything that was feminine, he would scold him. He would be like, don't walk like that. Don't talk like that. Don't put your hand like that. Uncross your legs. Why'd you sitting like that? Why'd you? And it just went on and on and on. And it was just like me from being a mother and knowing my child, I knew from him being young, very little, that he was going to end up being,
Well, he was, that from where he's from, right? Because we're from the same neighborhood, right? We're from the same place, right? So we grew up in the same hood, right? Right? East Orange, New Jersey, Town to be exact. So, um, we, for him, he was like, he thought because that generation from where we're from, they tried to beat that out of the kids, like, cause that's all we knew. You know what I mean? So you did what you saw. You did what you saw. You didn't really you weren't taught to love. You weren't taught to love. You weren't.
Grew up in that era. I just did grow up in that era.
Yeah.
It is, for me, it was more or less like if, if you had feminine ways, you did whatever you did behind closed doors. It wasn't.
So he was supposed to hide it. He wasn't supposed to.
We're in your house. You in my house.
So do what I say.
That's it.
Yeah. So you don't get to choose who you want to be, right? Like, well, right, because that's how our parents taught. No, right. That's how our parents taught us. Right.
And did what I, you know what I mean? So it wasn't I had a structure.
Yeah.
I had a structure. The structure wavered because I was leaving to go on the road. I'm a truck driver.
Okay.
So when I leave, he get to be free and do whatever. So when I come back, it's like, now I gotta switch up who I am or how I'm moving because Pops is home.
Well,
So
I
that
think
grew like,
some resentment.
And then the fact that like she's trying to say that I changed because of beautiful. I didn't change because of beautiful. That's my baby girl. I'm a father.
Yeah.
You a boy. I'm gonna love you a certain way. I'm gonna love you a different way.
You feel as though you were trying to give him some discipline, some toughening him up. Well, I think it's time that we allow him to come and let him have his say, let him be a part of the story because he has a lot to do. He has everything to do with the story. It's his voice, and it's about you guys' relationship and how it went from where you guys were to where it is today, right? And the beautiful thing is that you have a beautiful relationship with your son now,
Yes.
right? But it wasn't always that.
No, we had to
Right?
fight.
You had to get there. So we're gonna let him tell part of his story as well. So we're gonna bring him in and let him come tell his part. Okay? I'm so grateful to be here with these people right here. You guys may know these people from a little viral clip that went viral, over 23 million views on TikTok. This young man right here is my nephew. His name is Romello. Romello, say hi to the people.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, I wanted to give you an opportunity to be able to come and speak and have a platform, like tell the world your side of the story, right? Because you guys got a lot of love on TikTok, and then you got some haters too, right? Some people have some negative things to say, but through it all, you guys have stand steadfast in your relationship, right? But I felt like you guys deserve to tell your story as to how you got here, right? Because it wasn't all peaches and cream, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So how do you feel like you guys got here?
I feel like we got here through growth, I think, and also it being my prom and my senior year. I guess that's how we got there. Yeah.
For me, it was through prayer. It was the month of Ramadan, so I was in my deep prayers, and Allah put it on my heart to just stand and show him that regardless of how we be in difference within the household, he's about to be out there in this world, and that's my son. I never let nobody do nothing to him, hurt him. Like, I'm gonna always be there for him. So, I was like, what can I do? And I didn't know if it was going to come in that form. I didn't know it was going to come in that form. My wife and her sister was happened to be talking in front of me. So they was talking about who's going to chauffeur him to the prom. And I was sitting there, and they trying to figure it out. We're going to do this or this. And I just was like, I don't never really show that I support them in a certain way.
So let me just ask you this. So did you get in your feelings that they didn't think to ask you?
No.
But why didn't they think to ask you?
Because I never, like, when he go to get dressed and do all that, it used to bother me so much to see him in nails and makeup. Yeah, they just assumed I wasn't
going to.
Well, everybody that knows me know I'm not.
Well, that's what I was. Okay. So
Yeah, if you know me, it's like, that's not it.
So hold on, right? Because we talking, we rushing the story, right? Because we talking about how you got, you are, right? Because you going back there, we keep going to how we got there. No. We understand where we are. I asked you, how did we get here, right? We got it. Come on, we gonna talk, right? So I know you, right? Like you are a guy from
Alpha
the
male.
streets, right?
Yeah.
Alpha male. I know my brother. My brother is an alpha male. He from these streets. He from the hood, right? I know you done put in some, so you was outside, right? So you done put in some work, and you are raising a son that is a part of the LGBTQ. LGBTQ plus community, and he's very feminine, right? And he presents as feminine, right? So how are you navigating that, especially being in the South?
Well, when we first moved to Georgia, it's like that's when he came out to me. She said she always knew it. I'm like, you had traces, but I was like, that's corrective for me. You're not about to do this. Like, you're a handsome young man. You ain't about to have mad chicks. You going to the South. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm coming at it.
And so you felt like your way was, I'm a beat it out of you, because
Not beat it out of.
I'm a correct it out of you.
Yeah, I'm a
correct it.
Yeah.
Out of you. So he was extremely extremely, and when I say beat it out, beat it out doesn't necessarily.
Nah, it was always a physical. True.
Beat it out means just I'm hard on you. I'm gonna put more responsibility on you. I hold you more accountable, right?
For me, I never was around it. I have a.
But so hold on, Malik. So remember, that's that question. Honestly, it's for you. Do you feel like he beat up on you?
Not really. In one way, him being, tough on me, it kind of helped me because, living in this lifestyle, you got to have some tough skin and you got to be tough. And, having a father and also an older brother, being, getting them to rough me up and be tough was, very needed. Because, I have to stick up for myself. They're not always going to be there for me and that part. So, be taught how to be tough and stand my ground and stuff. So it was helpful.
It was so you like I can appreciate that he taught me like not to be even though I'm feminine, I ain't no punk. Basically, right? Like,
I ain't raising no punks.
Like, I can
Call him
still
a
swing
punk, or he ain't gonna be no punk.
My brother, like it's funny. Remember when I was in high school and my brother said, somebody called him and asked him like, "Yo, can your sister fight?" And he was like, Put your hands
on and find out. That's right.
Right, something like that. Like, right, got you. Okay, I can definitely appreciate that. But okay, so when you started to come out, because talking to Diamond, she's saying that you felt like there was some favoritism with Beautiful when they had their own biological daughter. Is that how you feel?
I mean, when I was younger and little, I felt like, it was favoritism. But as I got older, I matured more. It's just because she's the younger sibling. So the same thing, because, I have older siblings as well. So they felt the same with me when I came in.
Right, but he didn't understand that coming up. You know what I'm saying? So when it was just him, he's like, okay, that's my son, that's dad, da 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 da. But then when Beautiful was born, I'm like, she's a girl. She's a daddy's girl. You know what I'm saying? Not because she's just biologically mine, because I have other kids that ain't biologically mine.
And
and I love them. You know what I'm saying? I love all my kids the same.
Right.
Shout out to y'all. But it was more or less like, and I was trying to explain to her, to Diamond, more or less like, it ain't because he's not mine. It's because she's the girl.
Just because I'm not used to it.
Right.
This is just not, and the only way that I know how to address this is to try to redirect it. That is what you felt like.
And she encouraged it. Like her mother and everybody else encouraged it. And they like...
No, I would, okay. So
no, listen, hear me out.
Okay.
They encouraged it because her mother have him sewing and doing other stuff when I ain't around. And I'm like, what you... He making dresses, he making all type of stuff. And I'm like, yo, what is y'all doing to my son? So now it's a conflict between the family and me because they saying I'm being hard on them because of Beautiful. This ain't because of Beautiful. I'm trying to raise a son. Bottom line.
Well, they nourished what was there.
No, what was there is the mother and the grandmother are bisexual. They had their own little, so it was a trait that for me, I had to sit back and analyze like, oh, this is a genetic thing within.
No, you can't say that.
It is.
Because that's the book.
I took his mother from a girl. I took her mother's with a girl. Like, it's a genetic trait.
So you saying that's what?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I had to come to understand for myself.
What?
There's a genetic trait.
So you feel as though because she was in a relationship with a woman and that he was around.
Who condoned it? Her mother. Who condoned him being his mother? There's not a train.
Okay, so I don't think.
In my family, we don't know. It ain't allowed. It ain't accepted.
And if it was,
listen. Okay, this is where I come from. So if my train of thought is wrong, this is what I come from. My family is like, nah, we ain't with that. And then she'd be like, your family treated it.
So how was, wait. So hold on.
Did you feel that way with my mother and everybody? No? It was just me? That's crazy. If it was just me, I was just the hard one.
Romello, how does that?
I mean, I want you to speak honestly.
Romello, how did that make you feel to hear him say that he thinks that you, like, that's because that's what you were around?
Well, growing up, when he was in the camp, well, they used to tell me when I was
When he was in
very
jail, he was in camp.
Yeah. So when he was in the camp, I grew up around my mom, and she has a lot of sisters. So I grew around my mom and all her sisters, and my brother was there, but he was in school or doing whatever. But I grew up around them, and they were very flamboyant and dramatic and all that stuff. So I just
So wait. So you're saying that you feel like you were taught to be gay?
No, I wasn't taught.
Y'all make it make sense for me. What are you saying?
I wasn't taught. Okay, I didn't know when I was younger.
I'm so confused.
Very,
what?
I was like attracted to like.
Was there ever a time that you were attracted to girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was attracted to girls. The thing is, I was
Wait a minute.
really into feminine things, like watching Disney princess movies and, making choices and stuff.
Don't you keep saying wait for it? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. That's what I'm saying. The story is so deeper than what y'all think on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, this
Wait
ain't
a
real.
minute.
Let's
This
go.
is bigger than a viral moment.
Exactly. It is. It's way deeper than that.
Wait a minute. Okay, Romelo. So you see, she needs to be back in here because y'all trying to say, okay, wait. Woo. So you feel as though your influences and the people that were around you encouraged some of your interests and influenced you in those areas. Is that what you're saying?
In a way, yeah, a little. But because also, I don't know. When I was younger, I was just really, into like the feminine things, but not necessarily because I was around all those women, but it was more of a me thing.
Was there any other men like?
Yeah, my brother and I also had cousins when we were in Jersey, and they were boys, and I used to hang out with them as well. So I grew up around, guys and men, and also my mother is tough. So she wasn't just, she's also a boy's mom. So.
Okay, you really didn't answer the question. You said that I need you to put an answer on it. Are you saying that you feel as though that is something that that was encouraged, or do you feel as though that is just who Romello is?
I just feel like that's where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that was woof. Y'all just took me on a ride right there.
You said let's talk about it.
We did talk. I mean, we went some places with that. Yeah. Whew. Hold on. Wait, because
You said let's talk about it. So
we
we gonna
talking.
talk
It's
about
the
it.
Sistas Council. This is what we do. We that was okay.
Right.
Okay. So let me ask you, Malik, right? Because you are a Muslim man. Like, so did you ever feel like there was a time like you felt like you had to choose between like your religion and your love for your son?
No, my religion is my religion. Like, my wife is a Christian, so
Okay.
I don't force my religion on nobody. Like, my walk of faith is my walk of faith, and I knew I had to be with her to get to where I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then even with my daughter more so, like, that was a sacrifice she made to please me. So it was like, okay, now I'm gonna backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
I was raised South Bronx, coming to Jersey. Yeah, I was slow to everybody in my family. My father got kids all over, other than I always said I was gonna be better than him. So I had more kids than him. But anyway,
That's a whole.
my mindset is totally different.
That's a whole. Wait a minute.
No, so listen.
Oh no, because that's a whole nother question. You going something.
No, I'm trying to tell you something.
Okay,
I'm trying to tell you a story.
Okay.
So for me, growing up, I was raised by my stepfather, Big Ben. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I remember Big Ben.
So Big Ben used to be, he was stern, but at the same time, I was in the streets, so I'm running. So when I come home, he had to like guide me. Like, bro, what you doing? You gotta calm down. Da da da. And I'm like, man, these streets is mine. I'm out here. And he chastised me, but it was to a certain degree because who I was.
You was going.
I mean, yeah, but
You come home for a little
I lived on different extremes than everybody
You
else.
come home for a little bit, and then next thing you know, I'm like, where's my brother at?
And it was in the same token, he never changed up. He loved me unconditionally.
Right.
So when I'm coming up and then I'm dealing with him, it's like, all right, you stern on him. Big Ben was stern on you, but you got to give him a grace because that's your step pops and he loved you unconditionally.
Yeah.
So through my prayer, it was like, he's at that age.
You feel like you got grace.
I got,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got to get that to him.
So let me ask you, Romello, right? So your prom day, your pop pulls up matching outfits. You see him hop out the car. He's matching you, right? And you hope, first of all, shout out to Kylie Couture on that outfit. Says that you ate that, okay? And Kylie Couture out of Newark, New Jersey. Let me give it up for the queen, okay? Clock that. Anyway, so yes, Pop pulls up. You see him hop out the car. Not only is he taking you to the prom, he is matching your swag. You got so emotional. Wait, what that mean?
Because what you just said, because I'm taking him to the prom, that's what made the whole thing go viral, the misinterpretation that I took him to the prom.
Not taking him to the prom. He drove him.
I chauffeured
him to the prom. He was not his
Because of that
prom
wording?
date. He was not his prom date. He was his chauffeur.
Because of that
He was
wording,
his chauffeur. He was his chauffeur. He was his chauffeur. He was his chauffeur. Okay? He was his chauffeur. He chauffeured him to the prom. He got out. He was matching him. It was a beautiful thing. It was so beautiful. How did that feel for you?
It felt great. In the moment, I was just very surprised and happy because I know in my mind I was like, this is a moment that I was waiting for. And also, I also thought like not a lot of, LGBTQ kids can say their dad is driving in the prom.
Yeah.
Parents throw their kids out when they find out they're gay and they have to go live in the streets. And so I was very grateful.
Yeah.
Well, so that's all the feelings I had.
See, but he didn't, like, when he was going to get his hair done, his nails done and all that, he hid from me. Even when I was in the house, he knew I was home.
Yeah.
But he didn't think I was going to attend or come outside because he had other events that I didn't come out. Even though I was home, I wouldn't come outside. I just Romello's getting dressed. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It was an absolutely.
So it was really me.
It was a beautiful thing. It was an absolutely beautiful gesture. I would ask you though, what would you say to other black fathers, other black fathers that are with sons that are living the same lifestyle, about loving their sons and not just privately but out loud? What would you say to them?
You have to. It's a must. Every child needs guidance. You know what I mean? Every child, no matter whether he's handicapped, dyslexic, whatever the ailment is, if that's your child, he's under your protection, he needs guidance, he or she. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who, that's my child, but I don't mess with him like that because being a mother, never. I don't come from that. I'm not built like that. Even women from my past that if I had a relationship with this child and I played a part in their life, I'm in their life for life. Yeah. That's just what it is for me.
Romello, what would you say is one thing about your father that you would want the world to know about him?
Even though he may look and may seem, mean, I was saying, because he does have a mean mug on him. So even though he may look mean, he's very nice. He's okay, let me not say very nice. He's sweet. Once you get to know him, he's very sweet and he's very nice and kind. Because I know a lot of people was in the comments looking at him like, oh, he looks like he doesn't want to be there. He looks very disappointed. And I was just like, people don't know that's his resting face. He just looks like that. But he's actually, very kind, very nice.
Oh, well, brother, what would you, right? So I want to ask you, what would you say to the people that was in your comments that was questioning your faith and, just having a lot of negative things to say about your faith and how you showed up for your son in that moment, about for you loving your son? What would you have to say to them?
You took my hat that I had. It was a New York hat, a New York Yankee hat. We took it out the room. But I wear many hats. And I am who I am. Can't nobody judge me but Allah. And with your faith and your growth as you are, man or woman, it's your journey.
Yeah.
You can't judge me for mine. And if you're misguided through your path, alhamdulillah, only Allah could judge us. We leave here by ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, because you've come a long way.
But there's no cure for what I have. There's no cure. See, this will come off.
No,
I'm just saying, it'll come off, and then I'll put on another hat, and then...
No, don't do it. Because he used to wear a ski mask. There was a time when he wore a ski mask.
Before they called
There was a time
the
he wore a ski mask, okay?
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're not going to go
I'm
there.
saying,
We're not going to go there. But see,
the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
I am the truth. Like, I'm not going, you know what I mean? I'm not going to candy pull. It took me time to develop as an individual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even being with his mother, that was me sitting in the pen.
Well, listen, I absolutely love
self-recognition. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
I had to focus at myself. What do I want to change about me? What do I?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've done that. You've done that, and you show that, and you've shown that, and how you showed up for your kid, and I think it's beautiful. I think that you guys are an example of what Black love looks like when it is safe, when it's unconditional. How families, how just you should show up for your family. How your fathers always should show up for their sons, regardless of what your beliefs are, right? Like, you gotta love your kid, right? And that was a true example of. So I commend you guys. I thank you guys so much for coming and telling your stories here.
So far.
What you mean?
This gotta be more, because I didn't get the, you didn't get the full gist of everything. It's so much deeper than this.
Well,
it really is.
The world only got to really, really see a part of you guys' story, right? That, because honestly, that was just one moment of who you guys are, because you guys are more than just a TikTok moment, right? Romello, you are a makeup artist. I see you did your makeup. It looks beautiful. You beat that face down. Okay, I absolutely love it. And you, brother, I know you have your kennel, right? You have your dog, like your dog.
How to hit his kennel club.
Yeah, you do. I know my brother got a couple of dogs from you. I know a couple of people got a couple of pups.
I sell the dogs nationwide. I'm a truck driver. When I'm on the road, look up How to Hit His Kennel Club. Follow me.
Okay, and Romello, what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is _official Pretty Boy Mello. And I also have a makeup page that I'm still building as time goes. And it's Mello the Makeup Muse. And you can follow that as well.
Okay, so what else besides a makeup artist, what is it that you're doing, or what else is it that you want to do?
I've been hearing a lot of people, and I've been thinking I would want to do influencing and be an influencer, and start vlogging my days and talking to people and supporters and stuff like that, because I have a lot of people asking me or telling me I should become an influencer.
Okay, but what are you interested in, right? Because people say I want to be an influencer, but what do you want to influence? What?
I want to influence people into being themselves, because I know growing up I didn't really have somebody that looks like me.
Like, you had so many other people, different queer people, but no one that looked like me that I can relate to. So I just want to be that person that, some young boy or girl can look up to.
So you like what you saying, like some type of like a support group, like type of, okay, right, because you gotta put a name on it, right? Because that say influence, when people say stuff, that's so broad, right? You gotta say got it, okay, that definitely, I like that. That's with purpose. That's moving with purpose. Never just be flailing. Whenever you make a move with intention. Okay, love it. And you, my brother, has his puppies.
Hut of Hitters. Kennel Club.
Yes, head of his kennel club, right?
Kennel Club.
Kennel club. Okay, well, that is it for us, guys. I'm so grateful that my family was able to pull up with me on this last episode of season 1 of the Sistas Council podcast. It has been a journey, guys. We have cried, we have laughed, we have spilled some tea in these rooms. Some things have come out in these rooms. Oh my goodness.
Only for you, baby.
Oh my goodness, it went down. You guys know we have the Sistas Council, the conversation cards, the council confession cards out. They're available on the website. You can order them. They are available now. They are now in stock. You can go ahead and order. It's been a great season. And I only have so much more in store, guys. It has been amazing. I can't wait to see you guys in season 2. Stay tuned for season 2, guys. Sistas Council. Sharonda, I'm out.